Hey guys, it's Jasmine here and welcome back to this week's Tutorial Tuesday. Today's Tutorial Tuesday is not going to be some crazy out there makeup look. It's going to be more laid back because I've been doing a lot of dramatic looks, so I just wanted to lay back a little bit and show you guys a really nice, like, flawless base you could wear on an everyday basis and just a really clean looking and glowing makeup. And so this is what I like to personally do every time I like to go out with my family or do something that I want a little bit more makeup and a little bit more effort into. And so this is basically my everyday makeup routine. And so if you guys want to see that, then keep on watching. First thing I usually do this in the morning. So I skip on primers and just prime my face with my moisturizer. And I already put this on, but this is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizer with SPF in it. And I really like this moisturizer because it's a cream and it's really moisturizing, and it also has SPF, so none of these dark spots get any darker. And then also I put on some Vaseline to moisturize my lips. And for foundation, I usually like to wear a very lightweight foundation, not that much coverage. I don't usually like to wear that much coverage if I'm going out to dinner or something like that. And so I'm going to be using the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Fix foundation. And this foundation can either be very full coverage or as light as you want it. It depends on what you use. When I use a brush, I personally get a lighter coverage, so that's what I like doing. And if you also put less on, you get a lighter coverage. But if you want a more darker coverage, then I would go for a sponge with this. And I like stick foundation because they're really fast to do. And so I'm just going to blend this out with my Y6 brush from Morphe. And if I put too much on to sheer out the coverage, I can just swipe it down my neck and to make it less coverage and to sheer out a little bit. And I really am just putting this on to make a nice base for everything else and just to even out my skin tone a little bit. And now after foundation, I like to use a lighter weight concealer as well. This is the one by Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Fit Me one, and I don't like to put a lot on. I just like to put very little amount, just a tiny triangle underneath my eyes. And just really putting that towards my darkness underneath my eyes, just focusing that there. And any blemishes I have, I got a lot of pimples around here, so that's what I'm going to do. And I blend this out with the same brush, just to make it quicker, because I really don't have that much time usually when I'm doing this. And just brightens up the eyes very nicely. And now, just to set the face a little bit, I don't like to set it a lot, just to make it more glowy and natural looking. I'm going to take a tiny bit of this Airspun powder and just brush it underneath the eyes. Not a lot, like barely anything. I definitely do not bake now. I put this powder in the center of my face and then put a different powder on the perimeters of my face. And then for the perimeters of my face, I use this pressed powder by LA Girl. And I just swirl my brush in a little bit and just go 1, 2, 3. Do it again, 1, 2, 3. Just to make sure everything is set in place and make sure it's not going anywhere, but also still have a nice glow and a nice sheen. And now I like to go into but really just bronze up the face. I don't like to do a lot of contouring in my everyday life because ain't nobody got time for that. So I'm just going to take some of this Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder and just do some bronzing up. And I like to take this on a very big fluffy brush. And I like to put this in my hairline a lot just to make sure if I didn't put enough foundation up there, that to make sure it still blends and it doesn't look crazy. Alright, and now for blush. I like to go for a very natural blush. A little bit of shimmer, but not crazy and more like a highlighter. I like to do more of a natural blush and a natural color. So I'm going to take this one by this Sweet and Shimmer Blush Compact by Ulta. And I just like to take a little bit and just give a little tiny bit of flush of color and also some extra glow. And this will just really make you look more awake and just open up your face a little bit, give more dimension, and it also makes you look more alive. So that's, we do want to look alive now. Now I like to go and browse now after I get all my base makeup done, so I can just go through that really quickly. This usually takes me about like my entire face makeup usually takes me about 5 to 10 minutes. Like, does not take me that long. And so for eyebrows, I like to take the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in this shade Espresso. I like to use the black one as well, but this one I like to use more in my everyday look, so I'm not just gonna have some sticks as eyebrows, because that can definitely happen if you use a darker color. So using a lighter color makes it a little bit more natural, and I don't like to go ham in with this product. I just like to go really natural, start at the base. And then at my natural eyebrow line, and just barely do anything, and just do very light strokes to fill in the sparseness of my eyebrows. Now that the eyebrow's done, I do not like to usually wear eyeshadow when I'm going out or just doing some random stuff. So I just basically skip that step. Now for highlighter, I like to take one that complements my skin tone very nicely, like a golden highlighter. If you are more fair, then pick like a champagne highlighter. If you're darker, then you could pick a golden one like that, or an even more golden than this one. And so this one is the Milani Strobe Light Highlighter in Glowing. I just take a little bit of this. I'm not trying to line anyone today, but I do like a glow. So just circles, go up and down, and definitely blend out the edges of where you put most of the highlighter. And then the last thing I like to do is mascara. And now I would usually like to wear something like the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara, but unfortunately I'm out of this. And this wand is great. I love this kind of wand. It's like this. I'm out of it right now, so I can't use it. I'm sad. It doesn't work. So instead of that, I'm just gonna use this random one. It's a sample size. It's the Impact Mascara by Pure Minerals. I'm just gonna do that really quickly. You could go and set your face. I usually don't set my face if I'm doing my regular day, because honestly I don't really need to. I'm not going to be sweating profusely or doing something crazy. I'm just gonna be going out to dinner or something. And so this is the finished look. It just a really nice, healthy looking skin, very glowy and natural, and this is honestly one of my favorite looks to do. And so if you guys enjoyed this week's Tutorial Tuesday, then definitely give this video a like, and also subscribe to my channel for more. And definitely comment down below what kind of videos you like best from me. And also stay tuned for Thursday. I'm going to be doing a workout video. Stay tuned for that. And so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!